In today's video, we are going to be doing a total review of the last year of my analytics. That's right, I have been a part of the YouTube Partner Program for 2 years now, and every year on the anniversary, which just happens to be May the 4th be with you, every year I want to do a review of the analytics of like my CPM, how much I brought in, how many views I got, things like that. The first year I did a live stream to just kind of show what I did over the first year, and unfortunately that didn't get a lot of audience, but I think it might be more digestible in a regular video like this. So I'm recording this on May 4th, but it will come out after the 4th of May. Just keep in mind, this is when I'm recording it, which is on the anniversary of me being accepted to the YouTube Partner Program. Let's just go ahead and take a jump out here. We got the last 28 days, that's great, but let's just go ahead and jump to 365 days. So in the past year, I've gotten 908,700 views, which is fantastic. You can see right here, it talks about I did 218% more. So that's a huge growth, and that's a huge thanks to all of you watching. Next is my watch time. My watch time also went up by 200% with 52,107 watch hours. That means people watched a combined 52,000 hours of the videos I've made, which is just mind-boggling to think about. And that's just this past year, not last year, and not in the future, which I hope will continue to grow. Let's go ahead and jump over to our next analytic for just this past year is subscribers. I've gotten 2,500 new subscribers. I grew by 184%. And that's all thanks to you guys for having interest in the random things I do. Grant Butler as a YouTube channel is just me, Grant Butler. I make videos on things that I'm interested in. If it's a little bit too off base, I try to keep it somewhat tech related, somewhat, in the home stuff. But if I go into like woodworking stuff, I have a woodworking channel for that. If I go into food stuff, I have a food channel for that. That's called Brother Not Brother. I do it with my best friend. But otherwise, anything like I'm getting something new technology-wise, I got a new chair, treadmill, mouse, some yard work tool, things like that. And in the future, I do plan on doing a remodel to my bathroom, and I want to incorporate as much of these videos in that while also kind of crossing over to my woodworking channel as I do a little bit of woodworking in there too. So that's something to expect coming in the future. However, right now, a lot of my stuff is very much technology reviews, security cameras, things like that. I'm definitely kind of rolling back on security cameras because I have a ton of those, and I want to start looking at the other products that there are out in the market. If you have suggestions of like, hey, I'd really like to get your thoughts or your review on this item, leave it in your suggestion in the comments below. I read all my comments and try to respond to every one of them as well. Moving right along, let's go. We just saw subscribers, 184%, and then income. So this is just my income from YouTube. I made an estimated revenue of $4,672, which is 200% more than last year. That's huge, absolutely phenomenal, blows me away. I can't believe I made, $4,500 in the past 12 months off of this. This is, at this point, this channel is now self-sustaining, which is so fantastic. It pays for everything that I review and all of the things that I need to continue reviewing. Like this camera that I did a review on, you guys watching helped me be able to buy this camera so that I can make better videos. Like this is in 4K. I love that I can do that. So that is the past 365 days. Currently, we're at 4,463 subscribers, and I'm getting about 8,500 views a day, or every 2 days, I guess. This is every 48 hours. And it looks, some of my older videos are actually what's most popular. I reviewed my mouse pad here. I actually have a same brand, but it's the mahogany or hardwood version of this gaming mouse pad that's big enough for your mouse and your keyboard. Love that one. It's a double XL mouse pad. Next is our how to restring a DeWalt trimmer, because it's summertime, people are trying to restring their trimmers, and almost all of them work the exact same way, but I just got that new trimmer, and so I wanted to show people, hey, this is how you restring it, and it's actually started to take off. It took quite a while to get any traction, but lately I've gotten a lot more traction and views with that one. Just like my lavalier mic. Unfortunately, the cheapest lapel mic on Amazon, they don't sell that same one. So when you click on the link, it doesn't go to the same place. It's still the same link. Unfortunately, the seller has changed the product connected to that link. So when people come to me in the comments, it's really heartbreaking because I'm like, they're not selling the same mic anymore. And so I can't attest to like the quality when you buy it off of Temu or anywhere else on Amazon or at TikTok Shop, all those places that you can see mics that look almost the exact same, but so many of them behave differently. The chips on the inside have been changed, and so a lot of the comments I see on that one are like, hey, mine's not working, it's not doing this, or it's doing that, and I'm like, maybe try this? I'm sorry, it's not the same one. Especially if they got it off of Temu or TikTok Shop, it's definitely not the same one. I got mine off of Amazon. Let's go ahead and jump into content. This one definitely looks a little bit more statistic-y. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of information for new viewers and returning viewers here. But subscribers, we can see that most of my subscribers come from my videos, but I got 104 subscribers through YouTube Shorts. Thank you. Welcome if you're watching this one. And I lost one when doing a live stream, so we're not doing live streams anymore. Video views, I do post more videos than I do shorts. I usually do a short if I'm like replying to a comment on a video, and it just makes more sense to be able to say, hey, I don't know how to put it into words, but let me show you how to fix this issue. That's what I usually am doing on my shorts. So videos, I got 841,000 views. I got 67,000 views from shorts and only 57 from my live stream, which is it's not really worth the effort put in for live streaming right now. I'm sure if I continue to do live streaming, because I know that live streaming draws attention over time, the more I do it, the more you get attention. I'm not doing that right now. Maybe one day. Next is published content. So when comparing our numbers from before, like our views, here in published content we can see I posted 62 videos in the past year, 43 shorts, and I did 3 live streams. So that's, you can kind of see how I do. I do try to post once a week at least. If I'm lucky, I'll post more than that. Lately, it's been a little bit slower, unfortunately, and there's times where I'm like really on top of things and like videos just seem to flow and I can get out 2 a week. That would be awesome. For a minute, I was doing like Tuesdays and Thursday, I was getting a video out, or Tuesday and Friday or something like that. I kind of hit a brick wall and I had some other things come up, and so I'm trying to get out at least 1 week, but right now we're sitting at like almost 2 weeks since my last video post. I'm very sorry, you guys. So down here we have subscribers again. This is literally a duplicate from up here from before, so don't know why it's there twice. Next is viewers across formats. Let's see how you are watching. Videos only. Do you watch only the videos? 83% of my viewers only watch the videos. Shorts only is 0%, and then 18%, the other 18% of you, watch both my shorts and my full-length videos. So thank you if you do watch my shorts for doing the crossover. Awesome. Thank you. Let's see here. Impressions and how they lead to watch time. So this is a bit how the funnel of YouTube and the internet is working for you to end up here on my video. If we look right here on impressions, we had 6.4 million impressions. That means that 6,397,424 people saw a thumbnail of one of my videos. Whether it was while you were scrolling, just randomly looking for something to watch, it was in the suggested for what to watch next when you were watching another video. There's a lot of different ways that it'll show up, whether it's in the search algorithm, lots of things. I got 6.4 million suggestions, and 58.7% of them came from YouTube recommended content. So that means that the other 40-ish percent, 42, 41% is from like Google search or let's see if it'll give me details on that. So we have like viewers recommending, YouTube recommending your content, recommended from the watch page. So just like the general YouTube watch page, I get 46% of views. And then from your home page, so we're talking about from the suggested to watch next versus when you first open the app, the home page. And then we have our viewers seeking your content / other. So that is just the impressions. Let's go ahead and go to click-through rate. 6.8% of people that saw the thumbnail of my video clicked through. The average click-through rate is 4 to 5%, and it looks like I am on the positive side of that at 6.8, almost 7%. So that feels good that people see my thumbnails and decide to click on them because they provide value. Or at least I hope they provide value to you guys. Next is views from those impressions. So that means you clicked on it and you stayed on the video long enough for it to count as a view, that you actually watched the video. 436,000. And if you do the math from the 6.4 to the 436.3, that actually means that even with the click-through rate, that means that people aren't immediately clicking away once they get to see these videos. So thanks for sticking around. Average view duration though is at 3.58 minutes. So that means you're making it about 4 minutes into the video and you've finally figured out whether it's the video you were hoping for or not. And then last is our watch time from impressions. Again, you can just do the math from that using the 3.58 minutes for every 436,000. You multiply that out and you get that 28,890 minutes actually, which is a lot of, I think that's hours from impressions. So like that is just how the funnel is coming down. I have a pretty decent click-through rate. My average view duration is lower than I would like because most of my videos are about 10 to 30 minutes long, but I appreciate that you guys watch it all. And now we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into how you guys find me. Right here we got how viewers find you. So we have YouTube search. That means you're just going to YouTube, you're searching something, and my videos will pop up. And so we got a 32% of my videos, which is a large majority, come from the YouTube search algorithm. And next is external. That means that views from outside of YouTube, such as like Google search, any of those other platforms where I'll post an actual link to my video, or if Google has a link to my video because of its searchability, that's how they're ending up here, which is 31%, which is like, you know, we're at 32 and 31%. That's, you know, a third of my viewership. And then the other third is split through everything else, such as suggested videos. This is like when you're watching a video and that's like the recommended next that you can kind of see a list of. That's where my suggested videos are. Sometimes it's something relating to the video you're watching, or you're trying to search for something specific and my video looks like it might have that answer, and hopefully it did. Next is the browse feature, when people are just kind of perusing through, scrolling through, they're on their homepage and they're just scrolling through the homepage and like, oh hey, that looks interesting, clicks on the video. 7.2% of it people will just click on my video. Next is 2.5% where it is a direct unknown. They don't know who has the link, where the link is. That might also be that TikTok or Twitter, or maybe it's even through a VPN, the direct unknown. And others, this is any other way somebody else is watching it. Perhaps some website has stolen my video and just embedded a link into their website. That is another way that I believe that the videos can be watched, is the others section here. And then I do have one remix on a smart lock showing people how that's been set up. So somebody made a remix, a little 60-second snippet of that one here. Now let's go ahead and go to the audience tab. Here we can learn about you, returning viewers and unique viewers. We don't have enough apparently to give a percentage and things like that, but subscribers, like we had mentioned before, we do have 2,546 new subscribers. The purple line is our returning viewers versus new viewers. So new viewers are definitely driving the numbers of watching videos on my channel. If you're new here and you find value in these videos, please consider subscribing. So viewers growing my audience. So that means somebody actually watched my video and then came back to watch other videos. And in my most recent videos, we have like our security camera here, has a pretty low return rate. A recessed power strip is pretty low. This rechargeable AAA battery one, it's too new for it to give valuable data, so it's been grayed out, but it does still stay low, and it looks like most of my other videos here are pretty low at getting viewers to return and keep coming back. And I'm sorry. If you can tell me what you'd like me to do to get you to keep coming back, let me know, and I would be happy to consider making some changes. This is one that I actually use a lot, which is when your viewers are on YouTube. So if you can look here, it's basically a light and dark chart from midnight to midnight. And here in the middle of the day, you can see Sunday, I get a lot of viewers. Monday, I have a lot of people here at the beginning and end of lunch. Tuesday, we have a lot of people coming in after work at 5 o'clock. Wednesday is about the same thing, but it comes in a little bit earlier here. And even earlier in the day at around 9 a.m. Many of my viewers are online, but you can see here very many, which is most of my viewers are online or on YouTube. That doesn't mean they're watching my channel, it just means they're on YouTube. So that just helps me to gear as to when I want to post a video is probably right at the beginning of these dark spots, so that gives it the most opportunity for my viewers to see these videos. Then we can jump over to our right hand side here. We can see formats your viewers watch YouTube, and I think we kind of went over this before. Videos, almost everybody watches the videos. Actually, it says everybody. Shorts, we got a little bit less, almost everybody. Live, about 50% of people watch lives. Then we can see here we got our subscriber bell notifications. So 11% of my subscribers actually have the bell on, and those that do have the bell on actually tune in at 6.2%. So that's about half. That's about half of the people that are subscribed actually click through. So that 6% is the of my total subscribers. You can kind of do that math here. We got 519 people versus 277. That's about half of that number is what shows up to actually watch. And thank you. Thank you for having notifications on and coming back for each video. Over here on on the right, we can see top geographics. I'm actually going to dive into see more, so we can maybe even see your country if you're not in the U.S. The United States does make up 53% of my audience, which is much lower than I thought it would be. I thought it would be much higher than than 53% of my viewers being from the U.S. Next is United Kingdom at 5.9, almost 6%, followed closely behind by Canada at 5.2%, and then we have India at 3.7%, hello India, Australia at 2.7%, Germany at 2.5%, Philippines is 1.6%. We're still, even at 1.6%, we're getting 14,000 views. Thank you so much, Philippines. Hello. Netherlands, we got 11,000 views at 1.2%. Mexico, we got 6,000 views at 0.7. Then we got France at 0.6 with 5,600. Malaysia at 5,100 with 6% as well. South Africa, 5% with 4,400. Almost 4,500 there. Pakistan as well. I would have never thought about Pakistan. We got 4,400 views from Pakistan. Saudi Arabia at also 4,200 views. Poland, 4,000 views. Bangladesh, 3,700. We're still at 0.5. We now just moved down to 0.4%. So that's Bangladesh. Next is Italy at 3,600 at 4%. Ireland at 3,300. Brazil at 3,100. United Arab Emirates at 3,000. Sweden at 2,900, Belgium at 2,800, and we're now at 0.3%. Romania at 2,700, Colombia at 2,700. Wow, even Colombia. I think Colombia's got a rather small population, but I still somehow got 2,700 views from just Colombia. Thank you. Indonesia, 2,600. Still we're at 3%. Turkey. And I know I'm not pronouncing it right, I'm sorry, but Turkey, we have 2,600. Spain at 2,500. Singapore at 2,300. Nigeria at 2,300. New Zealand at 2,100. We're now at 2%. Greece at 1,800. Hungary at 1,600. Thailand at 1,300 views. Austria, not Australia, but Austria has exactly 1,200 views at 1% now. Israel at 1,000 for 1%. Russia also 1,000. Egypt 980. Portugal 920. Denmark 800. Chechnya, I think that is. Yeah, Chechnya is 654. Hong Kong is 634. That's much less than I thought. I would have expected that one to be much higher, being such a large nation. Somalia at 521. Japan at 455. I'm disappointed. Even Japan doesn't like me. I'm getting more love from Singapore and India and the Philippines than I am from Japan. Kenya at 410. Nepal for 392. Puerto Rico for 366. Serbia for 361. Switzerland 349. Norway at 343. And Iraq 340 views. That means 340, either one person 340 times or 340 people in Iraq watched my videos. That's kind of flattering. Could you imagine a room of 340 people from Iraq that are like, hey, we watched your video once. Like, wouldn't that be cool? All right. And then even thinking of like the United States, 481,000 people. 481, almost 482,000 people. Honestly, a crowd that size, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I wouldn't. Oh my gosh. Thinking about 481,000 in the US alone, the most people Taylor Swift has had attend a single concert is 90,000. And I've had 481,000 people watch my channel from just the United States in the past year. That's awesome. That's so awesome. All right, let's go ahead and jump back here. And so that's the geography of our the viewers of this channel. Thank you so much for all of you that watch. Hopefully you heard your country and got a little excited. Next we have languages. I don't create subtitles, so any subtitles that are created are automatic subtitles. 93% of you don't watch with subtitles, but 6% do watch with English subtitles. We do have 0.3% is a Spanish translation, 0.1% is French translation, and 0.1% also is Arabic translation. And it looks like there's even more than that. Oh my gosh, there's so many translations. I'm so impressed. And last, we do have our age and gender demographics. So about 83% of you guys are all men, and we do have 16% of you are women. 13 to 17-year-olds is only 0.3%. I'm glad we're not drawing too many little kids. Most of my stuff is geared for adults my age. 18 to 24, we're starting to get into my age range. We got 12%. 25 to 34 is definitely my age range here at 26.5%. 35 to 44, we're still right in there at 24.3%. 45 to 54, these are people that are more established than myself, and it looks like it's definitely falling off at 16%. 55 to 64 is 11%, and 65 and older is at 8%, which impresses me that I have more 65 and older than I do 17 and younger. So that is my audience demographics. Hello, all of you from every nation around the world and all of these different languages. Welcome. Next, let's look at revenue. This is something that a lot of people might not be so stoked about me sharing, but this is what I made last year. I made $4,678.28. And that is 201% more than I made last year. And that earning did grow as the year went on. You can kind of see here, we have some spikes. This is in August. I got $21. I think that was actually a super chat or a super fan, super thanks. Thank you so much for that. And then we got another peak here. This looks like November, you know, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, all that time. Everyone's looking for reviews on products, and I'm also putting out a lot more videos like, hey, here's my favorite things around Christmas time, what to get for him for Christmas, stuff like that. So if you're here for those videos, they will be coming around the holidays. And then it kind of dies out around the first of the year, and then it has started to pick up again. We had a real big peak here in the end of February. Had a really good day right there. Saturday, February 24th, had a ton of views. Thank you so much. And then it just kind of is continuing to grow, and I really appreciate that. We can kind of just see a rough, like each month, how much I made from July to August and September. It was kind of a plateau at about $250. And then we came up in October, November. I came down a little bit in December from Black Friday. January was definitely low, but it still was above our October. And then February, March, April, they're all continuing to grow, which really feels good to have all of your support watching these videos. I hope that the quality of what I'm making for you guys meets your expectations. And then you can see my most profitable videos is like my Tyrone G8000. Honestly, SwitchBot might not love this, but my Tyrone is still performing better than my SwitchBot. For some reason, the LiDAR on my SwitchBot is starting to go out, and I'm having a ton of issues with that little robot, while my Tyrone just kind of goes out, does its thing. Every once in a while it does get wedged up on top of something that it shouldn't, but most of the time it does very well. It's actually time for an update video on that, showing some regular preventative maintenance, replacing brushes, things like that. Also, my quick set tutorial for the smart lock, programming user codes, things like that. People find that actually very helpful, and I'm glad. I like to make those videos, and I appreciate that they get a lot of views, and it's paid for, that video is paid for itself, you know, the lock itself, many times over, as well as my lapel lavalier little mic. That's one of the few things I keep within arm's reach, is this little lavalier mic here. Yes, I still use it. It works great for me. I feel really bad that there's some people that it doesn't work perfect for. Next is like the Eufy 24/7 recording camera. I actually really like this camera setup. Unfortunately, I didn't have a place for it here at my home, so we installed it at the home of a friend of mine. And I think it's really cool that it records 24/7 for him. Then the last one I'll mention here is my dash cam, the Rove R2 4K dash cam. They actually have a new one, like the Pro, and honestly I would probably recommend getting that one over this one, unless you find like a killer deal on this one. I've seen it going for as little as $60. It was originally $120 when I got it, and it's a fantastic, one of the top of the line dash cams out there. There's a couple out there that are a little bit better, but they get really pricey really fast. For under $150, Rove dash cams are fantastic. And the last thing I'll mention here in this segment is how you make your money here. It shows the watch paid ads. So most people watching my videos get ads on there, and so most of my revenue is from that. We did have $16 of super chats and $3 in shorts views revenue, which is cool. So that is my revenue tab. Let's go ahead and jump over to our research tab. So this is showing videos that are very similar. So let me know in the comments if you recognize any of these videos. This is kind of interesting. Cat 6 to HDMI. Maker's Guide to Using Gears. I love that. These looks like things that would interest me, and that's kind of cool because those are the kind of videos I like to watch as well. We got more Eufy security camera videos and robot vacuums. I like those. And then we have some that just use like the word anchor. So this is them videos that have the word anchor in it, because I have posted a lot of anchor and Eufy videos, so that's kind of interesting. Top searches related to wireless microphone. So if I want to make videos kind of directly related to these things like DeWalt wearable speaker or DeWalt electric and DeWalt power station, so if I can come up with videos related to those, these are some of my top searches related to things that I've created for. Or the very top one is Eufy camera, Eufy floodlight, Eufy home kit. I don't think I've done the Eufy home kit, but I have done a video on the floodlight as well as the camera. They do have a new floodlight out that I haven't reviewed yet though. And then related to like typical words that are also drive a lot of traffic for my videos, like wireless microphone, we can see other key search titles. So if I'm looking to make more videos, this is one place that I can go, and if you have a YouTube channel as well, that's what you can find on your research tab. One last thing I do want to share is since starting with YouTube. So I actually started my channel in 2011, a long time ago. You can see here, September 16th, 2011 is when I started my channel, and we can see all the way up to here, which is when I got into the partner program. We're going to go ahead and adjust this for custom. We're going to say May 3rd, May 4th, 2022. Apply. So since I started the YouTube partner program, this is what I've seen in views, watch time. We definitely have some spikes in here. Subscribers, and my revenue. how much I make each day, things like that. As little as $9 a day. I started making $1 a day. I was so excited. Can I just tell you how excited I was to see I was making $1 every 60 days. I was like, that means I'm gonna get like $300 or more a year, maybe even $4. That's so cool. And in my second year, I make $6,000 in 2 years. So my first year, I made $4,500. Like right now, we got $21 a day, 20, 19. So $18 to $20 a day is about the average right now, which is super cool to be able to see like, hey, these views right here are really turning over to something, and all this hard work that I put into this channel is carrying over into success on this. So if you're looking for some inspiration, this is what you can expect once you hit that 4,000 subscribers and or 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Things seem to really take off from there once they finally flip that switch. Super cool, and I hope you found this video interesting. Thank you so much for watching. If you have more questions, would like a little bit more details about specific things, granted there are some things I don't feel comfortable sharing, but if you do have questions, feel free to leave those in the comments below and I'll let you know, hey, I don't feel comfortable sharing that, or hey, you know what, here is those details that you had asked for. Again, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, hit that thumbs up, hit the bell, do all the things like that. But in the meantime, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.